Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. That's my Roy impersonation. Welcome to the show. This is Loser Leaves Wrestling. Loser Leaves Wrestling. And this is the Woos and Whats of Aew Dynamite. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with Hammer, Roy Hammer.
Hi.
Like Hammer, Roy Hammer?
That's funny.
Actually, I really like the HRH.
HRH. Hammer,
Roy Hammer. When you don't get them with one, you get them with the other. Welcome to the show. We're having a lot of fun already, as you can see. We just finished watching AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. We haven't spoken a word about it. We just literally hopped on. Real fresh. We don't even know what each other's moods are. We're just kind of guessing. How's your mood, Roy?
My mood's good. It's consistent, you know. Okay. How's yours?
Nice.
I
usually say fair, but I did not say fair. I said nice, and I feel good about that. We have Mose in the chat. All right, Mose, bless you. Mose says, "Holla if you hear me." God damn it! Right when I need my siren.
I know.
Right when I need my siren. I'm on stupid Stooges things here.
Why certainly.
Great. That's what I get for being on my other one. And as always, we have Tam in the booth. Thank you so much, Tam. Everyone sound off for Tam when you get in here.
Damn, also, making it happen.
Smash that like button. We need those smashes. And also follow us on all the things. But we just had a new podcast come out, right, Roy?
We did. We sure did. We talked about the first ever episode of Wrestling Society X and the first ever episode of The Big Show.
Wow, what a fun time. The Big Show, not the Go Big Show.
No.
The Big Show's sitcom on Netflix. We talk about it. But that's at Loser Leaves Wrestling on anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
We should talk about the show. Want to get into this show?
One thing that I want to do real quick, I want to give a shout out to Tam, as always, for being in the booth, for hanging out. Tam let me know that it was very sad that we missed this past Weekly Wrestle this past Saturday, but Tam let us know that it ended up being a blessing because he needed to get some sleep, so he got some sleep.
Tam, we should all support Tam. Tam also has a Twitch. Can you throw that into the comments if you can, Tam? We want to promote your Twitch anytime we can.
That's right.
But would you like to talk about we have things to talk about?
Yeah,
we have AEW Dynamite tonight, everyone. AEW Dynamite. This is the Woos and Whats. Right off the start of the show, we get Adam Cole coming out for commentary. And I will say Adam Cole isn't bad on commentary.
No, he's not bad.
But I will say the rest of the commentary team had a rough night.
You think so?
There's this one match in particular I can't wait to get to. That's a little dicey. We have some comments. Oh, I didn't even notice S is here. S. Wait, hold on. Let's give you something sweet, S.
For duty and humanity.
What? Stooges have to go. Stooges are going. Mo's right. Spit takes and hot takes. I'm liking that.
Hey, now we're talking.
We get our first match of the night. Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. Some might say a dream match. They said it a lot on the show. We all love our dream matches, right? Dream match, Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. I didn't have any idea who was going to win this.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like who would win? I thought that, which was nice. It was a nice thing. And Jeff has reached a level of popularity where he just stands there and people are really into it.
Yeah.
But then the bell rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird match. Weird match to start off the show. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, I think Jeff, tell me what you think about this. So Jeff Hardy, we've seen him come back and we've seen him in his age, like kind of trying to do the same things. He hasn't done a new thing since 2000.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I watched one of his matches today in preparation for our next show. And yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. The only thing that's changed is that his pants are somehow baggier than they were in 2001.
Yeah, they do get a much baggier, and his shirts get tighter.
Yeah, his shirts get tighter.
No, but like the thing is, like Matt Hardy, just to have a comparison, has constantly changed. Not just his persona, but also his moveset. Like after Hardy's, he started having more of a slam or brawling style. Now he's more brawling because he's getting older. Jeff has not come up with anything new. Well, maybe there's Willow, but I don't think Willow wrestled differently.
Right? Yeah, I've never seen a Willow match.
I've never seen a Willow match. Someone's going to have to let us know if you've seen a Willow match.
Yeah.
But he just needs to change it up, right?
Yeah, I agreed.
His matches, like he's huffing air. He can't go that fast anymore. Yeah. He's exhausted.
He also doesn't, and this is, this is a total, this is just bold. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. But he doesn't seem like the type who's like, looks like I'm not going to be in a ring for the next 3 to 6 months. Good idea to stay in shape. He's like, I'm good. I'm just going to hang out.
Yeah. You see, and I get that and I understand it. I'm sure if he like really trained, he could probably be at a closer level to where he was 10 years ago. But the idea that he's not changing for the abilities that he has and that he's not, trying any harder necessarily. Like he is trying harder to do the same things, but you know what I'm saying? It's just
100%.
It's an issue. It's an issue. But what would you have?
No. I was just gonna say, I don't think either of these guys should be in this tournament anyway.
Yeah.
But
Bobby Fish, I could somewhat see. I don't know if they're gonna have all of the undisputed elite in there. You know, if they're gonna have that kind of dynamic or that kind of showing, that might be interesting. But it's for the next week's match, which we'll talk about later. Yeah. We have some comments here. Brooklyn Blake is in the chat.
¿En serio? ¿Verdad que soy bueno?
That was Simpsons, I guess. I'm not sure what that was. It writes, Brooklyn Blake says, is Jeff really that banged up or is he overemphasizing his age? Lol. No, I think he's that banged up. And also, dude needs to change his style too.
Yeah.
This look is just like, come on, just give us something fresh. You changed your style from 2000 to 2001 when you start wearing the like tank top and you start doing the face paint, Yeah. And that's the last time he's changed.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm less bothered by it because it's one of those things where I've always hated it. Like even as a kid, I hated it. And I'm just numb to it now. I don't even notice it. I would be more interested in seeing like a move set change. Like, give me a pile driver, Jeff. Just give me one pile driver.
Give us a pile driver. Mo says, has the senton always been his finisher? The move set seems really limited. Yeah, it was always the swanton bomb. That's what he called it, swanton.
Yeah.
Because he looks graceful doing it. Used to look very graceful doing it. But yeah, it was pretty much the same move set. The jawbreaker, sit down jawbreaker. The leg drop to the abdomen.
Yeah. Was that the whisper in the wind?
There's the whisper in the wind. That's
I don't
the
think
one
he does anymore.
He does.
Does he do it? Did he do it tonight?
It looks like it. No, he didn't do it tonight, but I saw it not too long ago. And shit, guy, you're just throwing yourself on the ground as hard as you can. He needs the break. Brooklyn Bleak says Willow matches were the same exact stuff. We were assuming.
Thank you.
We were assuming. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bleak.
Are you just on a Simpsons soundboard now?
Yeah, I'm just on the Simpsons soundboard because I just need to change it up. Chico Marks writes, Jeff's rope stuff made me a bit nervous for some reason.
Sure.
What rope stuff?
I think when he was like doing
on the rope. On the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Definitely. Hi, Chico Marks. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Oh man, Disney's gonna come after us. Shit. Maybe. S writes, pants baggier and shirts tighter. Trust me, fellas. It happens to the best of us when we dudes get in our 40s. Hey, no shame. We got to work on it. I'm changing with the times. I'm not wearing the same shirts I was wearing 2 years ago. I just don't fit in them. Brooklyn Bleak says, that's him. WWE simplifies and micromanages everything. Not true. It is true.
Yeah.
But we get Jeff Hardy winning this. This match with a crushing Swanton bomb. Lord, is he squishing these guys these days? Really spreading it on thick.
Yeah, big time.
Because he's also thicker than he used to be.
Well, was it you who said?
Thicker.
Yeah, well, that is true. Which also kind of
he's not in bad shape. He's not in bad shape, but he's definitely 230. Before he may have been 220 at one point, but he's definitely 220 now.
Was it you who said? I'm pretty sure this was said in an interview somewhere that like the younger you are, the more of the mat you can hit when you do a move like that. But the older you get, the more you need to just hit your opponent to like break your fall.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you.
I read that.
We did talk about that. I think he said it. I think a lot of people say that. Like you have
That's
to.
Why he calls it the crouton bomb.
Yeah, the crouton bomb. Very funny. I really like that. I like that he's a sense of humor about his like stiff work.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Bleak. Jeff tried the whisper in the wind on Dark and almost broke his neck, but didn't, thankfully. Yeah, it's true. We all saw it. No, that's not cool. That's not cool, Red. We have to have a name for the soundboard. Brooklyn Bleak says, love these new Swantons, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
they're impactful.
They are impactful. I believe them. But yeah, that's that. And we have the Hardys celebrate, right? The Hardys are in the ring celebrating.
Guess who
comes out?
Who?
The Young Bucks.
Oh!
The Young Bucks come out and they go up for a stare down. But because no one really cares about Young Bucks as much as they used to, and they've seen it before, and the Hardys haven't really impressed us recently, they didn't care. You heard that?
Yeah.
You heard the deafening silence?
Kind of. Yeah, I did hear kind of a deafening silence. I also heard, I was more distracted by Adam Cole being like, I'd give my left arm to see these guys wrestle each other. That's kind of weird.
We get it. All right. And then we've seen it before, but honestly, it just didn't. What I'm worried for with this trios tournament, the tag division.
No, tag division will be fine.
I don't know.
Tag division will be fine.
I don't know. But we have to keep moving on. Anything else to add to that?
No, I mean, maybe we'll see that at Double or Nothing. Maybe we'll see the Young Bucks versus Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy at Double or Nothing.
Maybe. All I know is at the end of that segment, Matt Hardy did a sad delete.
People did the delete with him.
They do the delete, but like it was so clearly like, we need to recover this segment. Delete. I
always get really nervous when he does the delete thing because I just, you move
waiting
that
for
hand
the day,
a little bit higher.
Sure. He has to do a finger. He used to do a finger, and that looked okay. But seeing the people in the crowd,
they're fucking it up.
It's a little bit much.
Give some people some excuses to do the thing.
I don't know why there's so many Spanish Simpsons soundboard things. I don't know what they're saying.
For it. It's good.
We have to change to a different one. I have an idea of which one. We have to keep moving on, though. Next up, we get this is something that I really wanted to talk to you about. I'm very interested in your take. We get William Regal in the back with the Blackpool Combat Club little promo package.
Yeah.
And I saw a bit of this on TikTok, on Loser Leaves Wrestling TikTok. I saw a little of this on TikTok where they showed a clip of it. I was like, what is that from? And I guess it was from this. They must have released it earlier. But it's a bunch of him talking. First off, what do you think of it?
I love it. I think it's amazing.
Let me rephrase. I loved it. I do love it. But man, William Regal, he just has like first like the shot of this. It's the Blackpool Combat Club, and William Regal's talking about how dastardly they are, how violent they can be, and all they're showing is pictures of Yuta getting tortured and stretched. It's just Yuta getting hurt, and specifically William Regal doing it, like fish hooking, like
I love seeing Regal in like a sweatshirt and shorts getting in there.
I do too. But what happens is he starts talking about like, if you give 99% of people a knife, they're gonna stab you. I wouldn't, because I want the pain to last forever.
I love that.
But he's saying like the stab will take 6 months to heal.
Yeah.
I guess he's like, it won't leave a scar. Like it's just he said this whole thing like, I want to leave a scar. Like that's the worst scar.
No, but I think like he's saying like if this is a weird question to ask you live like this, but if you're gonna stab someone, in theory, you'll like stab them in the stomach or in the back or something like that. He's saying
scar.
No. Yes. Any stabbing will leave a scar.
Maybe
we
more
know
than
that.
6 months. Maybe dead.
That's true. But what I think what he's trying to imply is he's gonna cut your cheek, so that scar is on your face, and you have no choice. Everyone's gonna see it always, because he wants the Blackpool Combat Club to be with you.
I like the smell of it. It's just, it got weird. I want something with William Regal. Less is more. You could have stopped at the first part where you're just like, we want to cause pain on people. But as soon as you start getting into statistics,
it's so funny.
If you're giving me percentages, you gotta, I don't know.
It's really funny because when I was listening or watching that, I was like, oh, Reds can't say anything bad about this one. This one's great.
I liked it, though. I liked it. We got a few things here. Mose writes, Hardy's Bucks are doing the buy-in. Oh, woof. Woof.
Hey, the buy-in was really good last time.
I think Brock Anderson versus Lee Moriarty was the last one.
Hey, that's not true. Come on.
No, but look, the star power in those buy-ins is nuts.
The star power in those buy-ins is nuts. Look at the last buy-in that they did.
No, I'm just saying, woof.
It was Death Triangle versus the House of Black was the last buy-in.
Tony
and
Khan
Hook was on the last buy-in.
I see Tony Khan in the back going to the Young Bucks. He's like, all right, get out there, stare down. I can't wait to put this on the main show. And he can't hear anything and just see him write buy-in next to it. That's what happened. Mose writes, the BCC video was full length on Control Center. What's Control Center?
Control Center is their like YouTube like hype video for Dynamite.
Mose says it is fantastic. It is very great. It is very fun. And then he says his pontification is masterclass. Yeah, I don't think one of the thing is, and this maybe, I don't want to badmouth William Regal. We'll save it for another day. Brooklyn Bleak says you'll forget about it and move on in 6 months. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, you'll never think about getting stabbed ever again. Once again, it's just like the chicken pox. You forget about it. Did I even have the chicken pox?
Yeah, just keep moving.
Did I get stabbed last year? It was 6 months ago, so I can't remember. It's so long ago, 6 months.
Very funny. That's very funny.
Next up, we get the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
Facing Angelico, Butcher, and the Blade.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with Angelico, but William Regal called him Angelica.
Angelico. He did call him Angelico.
He said Angelico, right? And then Excalibur corrected, said it's Angelico. A few minutes of a pause for a while, and then William Regal's like, I knew him in Britain when he trained there. We called him Angelico then. How about that, masked man?
What did he also say? I'm going to get it wrong, but he said something like, I think JR is like, how you feeling today, Mr. Regal? And he's like, I'm good. Wooly, wooly, wooly. Boo, boo, boo. He said something like that. That was so fun. It was so funny. It was like, ooey, gooey, gooey, ooh, you, or something. It was like a chant that was really fun, like a soccer chant.
He did say one thing. What was it? Tries to cover for it. I forget what it was. JR starts to sing Wild Thing at one point. He's just like there, and then Moxley gets in and he starts brawling like Wild Thing. It make your heart sing. And then Regal's like, he makes my heart sing. Like, what are you doing, Regal?
Regal, honestly, I think, is saying all this wild shit because 1, no one's telling him not to. 2, no one's in his ear. And 3, he's like, man, I got fired. I had all these like physical issues. I almost died multiple times over the last few years. And now I'm just with like some of the best wrestlers in the world, I'm just gonna be real silly because I'm just real happy. He's just being real happy.
Yeah, he's very happy. A little too happy. Boo 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 yow meow. What does he say?
Something like that.
Boo 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 meow meow. I like that. S writes, I love that they're letting Regal get weird. I love it much like Austin, Texas, keeping Regal weird. I like that, actually. Honestly, if this is his new thing, that he's just acting like Perry Saturn, let's go. Tony writes, boom, Regal was all scripted. Trust me, lol. He was. Tony's in the chat. Wow.
Tony, boom. Let's see how this ends. Okay.
I just changed it because it was going to go on for too long. But hey, Tony, that wasn't scripted. Nobody would ever script that.
Yeah.
Nobody, like Regal wouldn't script that. And he had those words. Yeah. Mose, can we do a wardrobe change for Angelico? The hair and gear blows. I kind of like it, but also I don't.
This is me doing the Angelico dance.
Unless he's with Jack Evans, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it is a little weird for him to still dress the same way as he did when he was a tag team with Jack Evans.
I get that's his style, but also like him and Jack Evans were such a pair, and they never utilized them.
Yeah, which is a shame.
It is a shame. We all feel upset about it. Brooklyn Bleak says, I wanted to see Angelico versus Danielson after Angelico's dark match this week against Umura, but I want a solo matchup. I would love that.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Sure.
And this was a great match. So
it was fun.
They got attacked early on. The BCC got attacked.
Yeah.
And they all got jumped. Regal calls him Angelico. We talked about that. I felt bad during this match. The announcers lost their minds. They all lost their minds. They just stopped caring. They're confused. Like JR was confused. William Regal, after being corrected, did not want to be there anymore. Tony Schiavone did not say a single word. And Excalibur was running all over the place. It was hard. It was really hard.
Yeah.
Yuta German's Butcher for a moment, and then they do all the submission things, and then the punching things, and then the submission, and then that's the end of the match. That was we get the warning.
It's exactly what it should be.
Yeah, it is exactly what it should be. But unless they start showing us some more trios that are going up, like we're only seeing one trio really do anything on a week by week basis, and they're gonna have a trio like division. Let's get to know some of these other trios and make them important. Like, let's see more gun. We're gonna get to the Gun Club.
Well, we are.
More Gun Club.
I'm just saying, there's like 5 main event level trios in AEW right now, and
5.
No company has ever had that many main event level trios ever.
So you're saying Young Bucks, Undisputed.
Okay, hold on, time out. Let me make sure that I got my numbers right. Young Bucks and Kenny, when they're healthy.
Yeah, Young Bucks and Kenny.
Undisputed Era.
Blackpool Combat Club.
Blackpool Combat Club. Death Triangle. And come on. And
you're right.
And House of Black.
House of Black.
That's 5 right there. And you can come up with like an easy 5 more.
I'll retract what I said.
Like you could, G.
I like that so much. So they all do the submissions and they win, which was very fun. Fun. Good match.
Good time.
Solid match. Then we get Tony Schiavone in the back with Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. And they're just about to talk when Jungle Boy comes up and you know what sounds fun?
Oh my
You
God.
know what sounds fun if we had a match next week, not for our titles, but for your title. And Ricky Stark is all weirded out. He calls Ricky Stark spicy in that part.
Yeah.
And he's got to fight for the FTW. And then Ricky says, sure. I don't.
I like that. I think Christian was like, "Oh, he took off his fake glasses," and Ricky Stark said, "These are real glasses."
Yeah,
I think it's they're sunglasses.
They are. It is very funny. I do like them. I don't know. It's just Jungle Boy. I like that they're trying to make him talk.
Yeah,
they have to.
They have to.
And these are in the least critical moments of talk. Like no one's gonna really care, but it just feels like he doesn't wanna.
Yeah, he doesn't know who he is right now. He just doesn't know. And hopefully him and Christian can work some magic, and Christian can like put a spell on him or something to get him to. It's a shame that Christian isn't the wizard and someone else is the wizard, because Christian's really the one that needs to put the spell on Jungle Boy to get him.
But we all know who the real wizard is, and we'll talk about them. They're just like such a wizard like being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know where to go with Jungle Boy. Honestly, like have him feud with Christian, but then what? Like Christian's a heel, and Christian will do great as a heel.
Yeah.
Jungle Boy as a babyface, not so sure in this land.
We'll find out. I just think Christian has this, like, I believe, and again, total speculation, but I believe backstage Christian is taking his role very seriously as the maker of Jungle Boy. That is his job, to make Jungle Boy into a viable babyface who can exist on his own, who can talk on his own, who can leave the dinosaur in the dust and really like springboard. So
I hope so. And we all hope so. We want Jungle Boy to do well. We all want Jungle Boy to do well. Brooklyn Bleak says that Angelico dance. Lol. That was, do it again, Roy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have any? Do I have oh.
Victory screech!
I have no.
Perfect.
Stop it.
Great. Oh yeah, it just gets worse.
It just got worse. Man, we're gonna get pulled.
Yeah,
This
these
episode's
just
getting
keep moving.
pulled.
Yeah.
We have to keep going. We have comments here. Brooklyn Bleak says, "Lol, Jr. is always confused." It's true. That's very true. He's getting worse. Chica Mark says that chat was brutal. The chat, I'm assuming, between Ricky and Jungle Boy. Sure. Brooklyn Bleak's fake glasses, and he never defends his title. And Stark's only response, "Hey, the glasses are real." Lol. Wow. That was very fun.
Yeah, that is true and very funny.
But we have to keep moving on. We have to get out of here. Then we get Tony Khan talking to Keith Lee and Swerve.
Tony Schiavone.
What did I say?
Tony Khan.
Whatever.
What if Tony Khan decided that his only on-screen role would be as a backstage?
Don't touch the mic. It's my mic. You're not touching. It's mine. That's my impersonation of Tony Khan. That's pretty funny. You would never let anyone hold the mic. It's my mic. Yeah. But they're talking to them, and Swerve says some things that are usually what Swerve says, and then Keith Lee, who doesn't talk very much so far on AEW. I like it. Yeah. I don't know who said it. I think it was Starks. He's just like, you talk like King Richard or King Arthur or whatever. Yeah. And I like, honestly, the more I think of it, the more I want him to be a king gimmick or something along those lines. Not having to be a king, but just being so like powerful and royal, you know, like, and just
should have won the King of the Ring.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Then here's a very interesting part of the night. Very interesting. This is what things took a real skirt. We have Wardlow's comes out, and I love this entrance. Yeah. I love the Wardlow entrance.
They're chanting his name like they would chant Goldberg.
Yeah, and I love no music. I love the whole thing. And I think they took some of my notes from last week, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But Wardlow comes out, and then MJF comes out. He says he's not a little piece of shit. He says something about being a lying piece of shit.
Yeah, he said that he would say he would be happy to be back in Baltimore, but then he'd be a lying piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I was just hoping that Enzo Amore was going to come out, but we didn't get Enzo.
Soft. Yeah. No, I'm glad that he's not there. I really enjoyed W. Morrissey's presence. Actually, I thought he did a good job. I thought he worked a little too hard to try to get himself over, and the camera kept cutting away from him as he was just, like, doing things. But I did like his Enzo shuffle.
Did he do the Enzo shuffle? I missed it.
As people were chanting for Enzo, he did the Enzo shuffle and then told the crowd to go fuck themselves.
Oh, that's sad. Honestly,
Enzo sucks. Enzo su're
going to keep talking about that. Let me get through this thing. Looks good. By the way, is it William Morrissey?
Yeah.
He looks great.
He does.
Looks like $1 million.
Best he's ever looked.
I don't know who said it on the chat one time, but they're just like, he's like a young Edge. And I kind of see it. But honestly, like
he's a young Big John Studd.
Edge's face on Big John Studd's body.
Yeah.
If Edge and Big John Studd fucked, and they now came like literally this huge thing out of
it's Big John Studd's butt.
Fully grown. I just want it. We have to keep going. Then we get him come out, and he likes the club people. We know that about W. Morris. He loves the club, and he could leapfrog.
Yeah.
So we saw that too. He's doing all the hits.
Sure.
And then the "We want Enzo, no we don't" chants started.
Very funny.
Very funny stuff. And it's definitely got in his head.
Yeah.
It got in his head,
A little
and
bit.
that did not recover. That match did not recover, and it didn't.
I feel like it ended pretty quickly after that happened. He just got
Powerbomb, get out.
powerbombed, and it was one powerbomb too. It was not a
One.
symphony. It was just one.
Yeah, crowd hates it. It was a clumsy match. Wardlow does this moonsault spot where he jumps up. It was they were just waiting there. Like Morrissey got up too fast, and then he's just like waiting there like an idiot. Wardlow took a little too long, so it was Morrissey's fault.
Sure.
All the issues were Morrissey's fault in the match because he got psyched out by the crowd's chants. He got a little clumsy, which he can do at times. Sure. And then Wardlow gave him a power bomb, and he's just like, fuck this. Yeah. This guy's losing to one. And that's the ultimate insult that Wardlow could do. Like, it really fucks up W. Morrissey because I don't see him.
Maybe.
I think
feel like
so.
W. Morrissey was... I also looked at it. My gut reaction was W. Morrissey backstage was like, hey, just powerbomb me once. I don't want to look like that big of a chump. Like, I understand that, like, it doesn't... See, here's the thing. Everyone says, like... I guess commentary said, like, oh, it only took one powerbomb. It's not like Wardlow powerbombs the guy once. He kicks out. He powerbombs him again. He kicks out. Wardlow chooses to powerbomb someone 4 times when he could put them away with one. So this time, he just powerbombed him with one and finished the match.
I wish that wasn't the case. I wish the thing about the power bombs is that he has to hit, because everyone in this whole company hits a power bomb. Everyone does a power bomb in this entire company, and it never gets a 3 count. The fact that he power bombs you a bunch of times, and that's what happens. That's what I like about it. It's just like, oh, he's not hitting you with 1. He's hitting you with 4 back-to-back power bombs. That's how intense this is. But I don't like the idea that 1 can finish him off. I just don't.
Yeah, well, he's not in the company.
Yeah, I know. Deuces. Unless Enzo's back. We got some comments here. Tony writes, Pimp Daddy Keith Lee. Pimp Daddy Keith Lee? What? Tony, come on now. I don't have
soundboards back.
No, I haven't even brought it back. It's just there. It was just there.
Interesting.
I typed in King of the Hill, and those are the sounds I got. Way off topic. Mose writes, way off topic, but pour one out for Stu Grayson. Yeah, we'll talk about that on the weekly wrestle.
I wonder if he might be coming back.
Well, we'll find out. Maybe. S writes, Tony Khan was pretty funny as a smarmy heel during the whole AEW Impact working relationship period. Yeah, he is. It is more just him being him. Chica Marks writes, Morrissey makes Wardlow look so little. He does look little.
Yeah, that was the.
Morrissey's legit, very tall.
Yeah, he's a
very
big
tall
guy.
person.
He's big.
Yeah. Brooklyn Bleak says, I'd like to see more Impact guys in AEW, especially since Impact doesn't mind their guys losing. I think that working relationship is over, but if you're listening to some people that listen to our podcast, Tony Khan purchased Impact for $40 million a few months back, and it's all a big secret until HBO Max comes around.
I was watching some videos today from that certain gentleman, and I hear the Hardys are going to the NWA.
Certified Wrestling Podcast. Everyone follows Certified Wrestling because he's got scoops. Sometimes they're on the money. Sometimes they're Ring of Honor being bought by Tony Khan. I trusted you. You said that he was going to no-show WrestleMania. Didn't you say that? Who said he was going to no-show WrestleMania?
Are you talking about Cody?
Yeah.
Well, you said sometimes Tony Khan was going to buy Ring of Honor, which he did.
Yeah. Either way, I'm getting way off topic.
Yeah.
S writes, when he had a bigger beard, Morrissey looked like a massive version of Bearded Edge. I think you were the one that said it, S.
Okay.
I think I get it now. Brooklyn Bleak says, did you see the X Division triple threat match from Impact Rebellion 2022? Great stuff. Have not seen it. Have you seen it?
I'd like to see it. I haven't seen it. I'd like to see it. That was Ace Austin, Speedball, and someone else. Trey Miguel? Sounds good. Haven't seen it.
Well, we'll find out. Mose writes, was the crowd thrown by having the lights on? It seemed like a small venue, but you could see all the seats and reactions, good and poor. I don't know, though. I think the crowd wasn't off because of that. I just think there's sometimes an off crowd, you know?
Are you saying the crowd was off all night? Because I felt this crowd was hot most of the night.
I do feel like they tapered off halfway through. I think after this match killed them.
I think they were on fire for Jericho, Santana, and Phoenix, and Dante Martin. And for Hangman,
Scratch what
too.
I said. Scratch what I said. Scratch exactly what I said.
I do
Maybe
think they
went
got
on
a
fire.
little wackadoo, but I think the crowd came back when Wardlow just beat up like 60 dudes. I think.
Well,
the
let's
crowd
talk
liked
about that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that because I suggested last week that Wardlow beat the shit out of those guards. And then like when he comes to the ring next time, they're going to hold him. Like that's going to be the fun part. You're going to have him just like laughing and being held together.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, whatever. And then
Yeah.
after the match, I hope they just tackle him. They all just dogpile him to get like the cuffs on so that they can bring him back without getting hurt. That would be so much fun.
I agree. I think even like doing like a Hannibal Lecter like straitjacket gimmick would even be like interesting. And then he breaks out of the straitjacket.
Okay. All right, Memphis. We good. We got S rating. It was a hot crowd, but a mid show. That's Sonic Boom.
Yeah. That's really funny.
You get a Sonic Boom.
I don't know if it was an uneventful show. It was like a solidly uneventful show, but with good wrestling.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about it. We have some more stuff to cover. Let's get out of this area and let's get into the next area, which is Tony in the back with Tony Storm, Ruby Soho, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. What are you looking off to the side for? You got some text going on?
I was going to look at the comments, but I decided not to.
Look at the comments.
Yeah, I'll get distracted.
You're getting to be distracted. But Britt says that nothing. She's upset that she forgot her patent leather shirt, which was very funny.
Very funny.
Because Tony and Ruby were matching. But Ruby started talking.
Doing great.
And I'm liking Ruby Soho talking. She's doing a good job. She was talking about how I forget she's gonna give her a receipt, and that if she wants to go, let's go. I'm ready right here. Just hit me. Just hit me. I'm liking this Ruby Soho, and I'm liking how she's progressing on the mic.
And I like Tony Storm, just kind of like Tony Storm's facials and like her posture is a good compliment to Ruby being the talker here. It's good.
100%. Excellent. We're doing great right now.
Should be a good match.
I'm interested. I'm definitely interested.
It's going to be on at 2:30 Pacific time. So
really
on Friday. Yeah, because of the NBA playoffs, it's going to be on 5:30 Eastern. So you can
Good
watch
Lord.
it at 2:30 in the afternoon while you're working.
Oh, I have a meeting at that time. Boo. Next up, we have Tony immediately. Tony Schiavone runs to the ring as fast as he can because he was just in the back.
He was just there.
And now he's in the ring and he fucking bolted there. And he brings out Hangman Page, who immediately grabs the mic away from him, making Tony completely useless for the segment. 100%. Why doesn't Hangman Page just walk out with a mic or walk to the ring and grab a mic?
Get a mic.
Why is Tony announcing him?
It's weird.
At least have Justin Roberts announce him.
Yeah.
Because he could do a better job announcing.
Yep.
It's dumb. But he comes out and he lays down some stuff, which I kind of liked.
Yeah.
He takes the mic, ignores Tony completely. He talks about how when he faces CM Punk at what is it, Double or Nothing? When he faces CM Punk, it's not going to be some I love you match. It's not going to be some Bret Hart masturbatory match, tribute match. Love it because that's what CM Punk has been doing. And he's like going to destroy Punk. He's going to destroy him. And then a fan in the crowd says something. He's like, you and your CM Punk t-shirt, after I'm done with him, you're going to go back to the stand and return it if you haven't burned it already. Loving that shit.
Yeah.
And he's just going to embarrass him. Very interesting aggression. Interesting aggression. I hope this isn't a one-off feud because knowing Punk, it won't be. Knowing Punk, it probably won't be. But I'm excited for this because when Adam Page is given something to sink his teeth into, he's a thinker. Yeah. And so I really like the idea. What are your thoughts with this? I
love it. I think it's great. I think it shouldn't be like another one of these like, oh, Punk, like I respect you, you're a great wrestler, and like I've loved your work for so long. Hangman is to me, how I interpreted what Hangman said was like, yeah, Punk, like you can do your tribute matches, you can do your bullshit, but I'm the best wrestler in the fucking world. And I'm on fire and I'm the champion and I know what I can do in the ring. I just beat Danielson. I just beat Cole, and now I'm going to beat you. And I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've been. I'm going to fucking kill you. And it's great.
And the crowd booed at a small portion of the segment, but at the end, they just loved him saying this shit. Yeah. They got behind it because he wasn't being a heel. Anyone who's saying that he's being heel doesn't understand. He's just being real. Yeah. He's being real instead of heel.
They're really good. Like AEW is really good at this. Like when a good guy's fighting a good guy and like feuding with them, they're good at like both guys show shades of heelishness. Like Eddie and Punk
They're being
also,
people.
They're just being humans. They're telling
humans.
it how it is. They're confident. They're just confident people.
I'm curious to where this goes, though. It seems, hear me out, that they're gonna like. I feel that Hangman's afraid of Punk, and he's intimidated by Punk, and he's putting on this big old brave face because he wants to do it. But in the end, he's gonna get psyched out, and I think Punk's gonna get not the win, but like the theoretical win, and I think Hangman's gonna low blow him or something. Not to be a heel, just to be like, I just was desperate and I was scared. Because you have always intimidated me. You have always been this god over my shoulder.
I would hope that doesn't happen only because he already beat Danielson clean. And I would want everyone to recognize that as great as Punk is, Danielson's the best in the world. And he should say, I already beat the actual best in the world. I can beat you too.
I'd love that as well. That actually sounds really good. But that being said, I would love for Punk to face Bryan for the championship. Right?
I know that you've been talking about this since they both signed.
It's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I
would
love
think
for it to happen.
they're going to fight each other once?
I think they're going to fight each other once. Won't be for the title, but I think they'll fight each other at some point.
Oh, well, it might not be for the title, but I think it will be for the title. If you have Punk and Bryan Danielson in the same company, and they're not. I don't get it. I don't get it.
All I know is that finally, since Hangman won the title, in November of last year, finally, we are getting the title match we've all been wanting. And by that, I don't necessarily mean Hangman versus Punk. I mean a title match that is legitimately the biggest match on the card. This is the main event of the show. There is not a match that's going to be more exciting than this one. This is it. The title is the focal point of your biggest show of the year. Yeah. On the 3-year anniversary of AEW, May 2019 was the first ever AEW show. It was Double or Nothing. And on the 3rd or 4th or however many Double or Nothings there are, your first original homegrown star, Hangman Adam Page, is fighting CM Punk for the heavyweight title. That's huge.
It is huge. And I'm going to give it one of these.
It deserves it.
It deserves that. And that's where everyone's going to be getting. No, people are going to be getting this for every like they give us from now on. I'm on the SpongeBob page. We got Brooklyn Bleak saying, I'm pro Page in this one. Yeah, I think we're all a little pro Page in this one. Yeah. Mo says, this is a good way to get some heat on this ASAP. Yeah, it did. Yeah. It did a great job, honestly, of making us care. Even though we wanted to see it, it definitely didn't feel like Punk's other matches where how we needed to see it. Yeah. Now I kind of do. Yeah. Do you think that they're going to bring up Punk being straight edge and Hangman loving beer?
I hope
you think that will play into the angle?
I hope not.
I don't mind that at all.
Nah.
Because Hangman has, imagine Hangman loses. And Punk's just like, listen, like, and he's just like, and then he starts spiraling again.
Yeah.
And then Punk has the championship and he's trying to bring him back up and trying to get him like, and then Hangman goes for the title again. He's just like, listen, I want to go for the title. I want to face you again. And in that match, Punk kicks him in the nuts. He's just like, I wanted you to get better, but you're not going to win. You know, like that type of thing.
Sure. As long as it's not like the Hangman pours beer on Punk. Like as long as it's not the conventional WWE style, like straight edge versus not straight edge thing, I'm into it.
Yeah, I would like to see like that kind of nuance with and they do it. They do it. Like they're not going to pour the alcohol down the throat thing, dumb stuff.
Nonsense that Jericho did in 2013.
Right. Then we get the announcers hyping this DDT star coming to Rampage. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I'm going to mispronounce his name right now, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, he is like the big star from DDT. And, everyone's talking about this New Japan relationship, but they also did establish a working relationship with DDT. And apparently this guy's very talented. I'm excited to see him wrestle. I haven't seen him wrestle.
Yeah, I haven't seen him wrestle either. If anyone knows anything
Jay
about
Lethal,
this.
good opponent for him.
Yeah, Jay Lethal's great. Let's talk about we haven't gotten to Jay Lethal yet, but we will. Yeah. We will so soon. Santana versus Jericho is next.
Yeah.
And this was a good little match and good for Santana. Right?
Santana's a great wrestler.
Yeah, Santana's very good, and he's got a lot of fan love right now. Yeah. I thought Ortiz was going to be the breakout star of that because I didn't think either could talk, but I thought Ortiz had that kind of like crazy, like when he first got there, he was crazy. He's demented, and also he was feisty. He wrestled differently. Yep. Now he's like, he seems nervous all the time, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
But Jericho comes out, and he's now the Wizard, Chris Jericho.
Oh my God,
love it, absolutely love it. I think we're all a big fan of that Wizard stuff. Immediately, Santana dives on Jericho. I did notice that Jericho. I don't know what to think about this. How do you feel about Jericho's hair?
I think it's intentionally silly. I just think everything he does is intentional. So I like all of it because I think it's all intentional. And I don't want to think any other way. I think it's just better to think it's all intentional.
Honestly, that's the best answer I could have thought of. It honestly makes me feel so much better because I want him to be aware at least a little bit. Yeah. But if he is aware and he's trying to like fill it in with like oil and shit, like he's that's actually pretty funny and really good.
Yeah.
Really good. He's becoming, oh my God.
He's
I can't
great.
wait. He's literally turning into one of the rockers. Not the rockers, one of the
Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express. he's literally turning into that. But yeah, we get that match, and it was a good little time. Daddy Magic grabs Santana's feet at one time, and he says, Santana gets into his face and screams. He's like, "No problem, no problem." No, he just kept screaming it. It was really great. And it was a nice little match. Very good for Santana. And we get the low blow and then the Judas effect to Santana, giving Jericho the big win there. And I don't mind him winning.
No. Yeah.
Jericho needs a win Jericho needs some wins too because
100%.
he's still very important. And honestly, it's crazy how much more I like Jericho after this. Like I really wanted him off my TV, and now I'm fine with it.
Yeah, turn him heel. He's only good as a heel, especially at this stage in his career.
Yeah, why would they ever? I get it from the initial onset. You know, he started as a heel. He started
as a heel, and he was incredible. He was the best wrestler in AEW for the first 6 months of the company when he was the champion and a heel. He was great. He was outstanding.
Absolutely nuts. Brooklyn Bleak says Punk vs. Danielson for ROH Championship to bring in attention, and as an out for Punk officially retiring. Interesting.
Sure.
I don't mind it, but I'd rather that they're going to be faced for the AEW Championship. They're not going to not have that match. Brooklyn Bleak says he had some matches on Dark and Elevation. Good stuff. Who is this?
The guy from DDT.
Okay. Oh, I'd like to check it out. DDT guy. Oh, Brooklyn Bleak says it right after. Tony writes, Ortiz Tiger style is missing. What?
Mm-hmm. Ortiz used to do Tiger style where he would do this thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. That was 100%. Thank you so much for that, Tony. You're going to get one of these.
It's pretty long.
I can't stop it. Hope no one else makes a good comment. Mose writes, Jericho's doing a new coiffed with his hair, but it was showing his age. I saw the skin on the scalp like you did, Red.
Love it.
And it's actually, now that Roy frames it like this, I am all on board. I'm chugga choo choo. Oh, dang, I did just skip right over the Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal and Satnam Singh. So yeah, honestly, let's just go back to that real quick. That was good. I thought Sanjay has a lot of fire.
Everybody was excellent. Yeah. I love that he has 1 in a billion tattooed on his forearm, Satnam Singh, because kind of true.
Yeah, it's probably statistically true.
Right.
And Lethal starts talking about Tony Khan talking about Tony Khan backing the wrong horse, and he's saying about them. But it was a good little segment, and it's the best Jay Lethal has looked in the camera. No, he's getting I just feel like he was kind of figuring out his thing. The transition phase getting into the company, but now I think he's finding it. And they also replay the fireball to Eddie Kingston, and that replay sucked butt. That replay, you saw it miss him completely.
You didn't miss him. I mean, look, even if fire, okay, let's say this is the fireball here. It's right here, which is still pretty close. And if it's fire, it could still burn my eyebrows off. This
is what happened. Fireball.
2 hours later.
And then it hit him. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to.
You what?
That's gonna be a good one.
That's a good one.
Wait.
That's good.
We might stick with SpongeBob for another week.
We'll find out.
If you have any ideas for other sounds, let us know. Where are we? Then we get the Jericho Appreciation Society beating up
Yeah, it's killed him.
Santana Ortiz, and they're chanting Eddie, but they know Eddie's coming. He's still recovering from being too heated up, being too warm yet last
Sunburns.
sunburn. Then we get in the back Samoa Joe, and wants to know if Jay Lethal is brave. It was kind of weird to me.
He's not.
He's not brave. No. And then we get a little thing about Pacific Asian Heritage Month.
Yes.
Was that it?
I'm gonna get it wrong too. Asian Pacific Islander Appreciation.
That's what I
Month.
said, right? Well, it's something. But hey, we get a nice little video there.
Damn it. Yeah, sorry guys.
It's
sorry everybody. But it was nice. It was nice. They did reference a lot of important people, and it was nice to see that. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
We do have we saw that was good. We got some comments here. Lol, the sounds are Brooklyn Bleak. Lol, the sounds are so random and awkward.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah.
Tony writes, rookie soundboard skills red.
Oh,
man, Tony.
You what?
Mo says Eddie will have missing eyebrow. Mark it. I don't think he's gonna have a missing eyebrow.
We'll find out.
That's okay. I thought it was last week, but that was before I saw this fucking mile away flame.
It wasn't a
like
mile.
a little. It was so far. It was ridiculous. Asteroids Punk versus Danielson for the Ring of Honor title is brilliant. That's the way you have a massive show. Double main event with the match, an AEW title match for a big arena show pay-per-view that draws 30,000 people. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
Okay.
It's just I don't think it's gonna be the idea. Next up, we have the Varsity Blondes in the ring.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And Brian Pillman Jr.'s got the mic, and he's talking for a while about stuff, and like he's starting off very calm. He's just like, we got humbled, and we after the attack by Black, and then Julia, by the way, looking ghastly behind them, has her eye patch on, and now it's spreading into her face.
Yeah.
And so it looks, but like, something's gonna happen. And like they're humbled, and he talks about the coach in the crowd that was roommates with his father, and they kept mentioning and showing his face, even when it wasn't appropriate to.
Yep.
They kept showing
it.
They loved it, but then he just starts screaming. I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna kill him! I'm enthusiastic!
Yep.
He kept saying that, and he lost his voice. A little bit.
Yep.
And then the House of Black comes out. And honestly, before we get there, Brian Pillman Jr. and that screaming thing he does, I like it.
You do like it.
Something there.
Why are you so quiet?
Oh, can you hear me at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
your mic just got really low.
Is it still?
It's okay. I mean, I can't really. It's pretty low.
Jesus Christmas. Better?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. I have to just keep this on the entire time. But yeah, so I think that his screaming thing is intense and it's scary.
Yeah.
And I want to see that.
Sure.
Like that doesn't fit. Like that doesn't make sense where he is right now.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you like it? Or is it just me?
It's okay. I feel indifferently towards it. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted this segment to be over because I was like, my whole feeling was that this whole thing should have happened like 3 weeks ago.
This should have happened 3 months ago. Like it's been forever. But we get the House of Black coming out. They surround the blondes. They corner Julie in the corner, and then Julia starts smiling. She's got something in her she's like in her mind. She's excited about something. They hand her a chair. She's gonna go hit Griff Garrison. For some reason, Griff Garrison isn't feigning dead. He's literally wide awake, and he's like, "Oh no, don't do it, Julia." And she's holding it for all her strength. It's just too big. It's just she's not strong enough to hold that chair.
Why didn't she just spit mist? Why wasn't she why doesn't she have mist powers?
I'm not sure they know what to do with Julie because I've seen her matches. I don't think she's ready.
No, and she's 20. She's been wrestling for like a year.
Yeah, and so then they get mad at her, Roy. They get mad at her and rip off her eye patch.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve it.
Why? And
she's
very
not
careful.
gang affiliated anymore.
He was very careful though.
Yeah.
Not to like, for some reason he was trying to like take it off. I don't know. It's just weird. None of it made sense, and I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yeah, and then it just gets even weirder because Death Triangle comes out. This is actually very funny to me. Death Triangle comes out, and then they go right into the next match, which I liked. But then Julia Hart's just there like, and no one's paying attention to it. And then she's like, I guess I'll get out of the ring. And then she just leaves.
That's so funny.
I wonder, like, she's grabbing her eye and like leaving the ring as Phoenix is like, yeah, I'm about to wrestle. Like, no one cares.
That's very really funny. Weird. I missed that. Let us know if you saw that. We have some comments here. Tony says, I see more Punk Danielson at a 5-year mark. You see Punk staying for 5 years? I don't.
I see Punk staying. I see Punk being involved in AEW in some capacity for years. But as a wrestler?
Yeah, as a wrestler.
3 years.
They're not, I will tell you, mark my words. Yeah. That Punk Danielson match will happen by the end of 2023. It will have happened. If not happened twice.
It will have happened by the end of both of their contracts, whenever that is. Because I think both of them, that's the last full-time deal either of them are going to sign. But maybe they'd come back for like a mega match or something.
Maybe. Brooklyn League says, yeah, about the Asians not being represented poorly in wrestling in the past, and he's trying to change that. Tony Khan taking shots at WWE. Sure. I believe that. Sure. Thank you for the information, Brooklyn Bleak. Chica Mark says, it's still low. Better. Talk about my audio. Please let me know again if that happens again, Roy. Thank you. We need a big in-ring promo duel between Brian Pillman Jr. and Jungle Boy. Epic promo battles. Get out of here, S.
S said that. S is right. We do need that. That's funny. That's
funny. Brooklyn Bleak says, lol, God no. Brooklyn Bleak says, isn't Sky Blue younger than her?
Yeah, I think Sky Blue's like 18.
But she's not signed.
She might be signed. I don't know, actually. Oh, no. Hit another one.
It's okay. I'll do the shortest one. Jika Mark says, there did not seem to be a plan. No plan. It felt very haphazard. Yeah. So, that was that. And it felt like a lot more of that is that. We have more Jade versus Jade and the Baddies in the back. Yeah. Jade and the Baddies. And boy, did Red Velvet piss someone off.
Yeah, I don't like this. I love Jade Cargill. I don't want a posse with Jade Cargill. I don't want it. I don't need it. Jade Cargill should be a strong, independent person.
She should be a solo. Like her having people around her and her being nice to them. If she's going to be with people, they're peons.
Yeah.
They should be peons. You're beneath me, and I'm going to she should treat them all like Smart Mark.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing too, and this might be a stretch, but the original incarnation of the quote-unquote baddie section in the crowd was a way to celebrate strong, independent people, mostly women, but there were some other people involved, and that was nice. It was like kind of a weirdly nice thing where it's like, yeah, like strong, independent women get their own little section. Jade Cargill invites them. It's great. But it kind of went from just that to like this kind of catty, like cliquey kind of group thing, and it took all of like the fun and like uniqueness out of it, and they kind of turned it into the same old shit.
It was very dumb. I don't like that, and I don't like this thing. Jade should be solo, and Red Velvet. While I don't think Red Velvet, as it stood, was going to lead much where else, but like at least she was. If I were to put the women's division on like a tier of low, mid, and upper card, she was solid mid card.
Sure, of course.
And now she's lower card.
Yeah, now she's nothing. Because she's just a heel. She's just a generic lackey.
She's just a lackey that's just not doing anything, doing what the boss says.
Right.
I don't know. It's not good. Mo says, I want to see that eye. We all want to see the eye. Julie Hart's eye. S says, we actually did have the Jungle Boy Pillman Jr. battle, but their names were Thunder Rosa and Serena D.
Whoa, time out there, S. Oh, hold on a second.
S, you're going to get, what are you going to get?
You're in timeout.
You what?
Don't like that, S. We're going to have to talk about that. We have to talk about that because we have to talk about it because I'm not going to give it a woo, but I'm not.
It's not a full-time what?
It's not a full-time what. But we have to move on though. That is true.
Yeah.
We get the Ray Phoenix versus Dante Martin dream match of the century. They kept calling it the dream match, the end all dream match.
It's an AEW dream match.
I wish they saved
guys
that
who can defy gravity.
Honestly, this is just a string of dream matches that aren't dream matches. Like CM Punk versus Goldust is not a dream match. This Dante Martin versus
Dustin Rhodes.
Ray Phoenix. What did I say?
You said Goldust. I was just being picky because you're being
fair.
a jerk.
No, but like Dante Martin was just hanging out with Brock Anderson last week, and now you're saying there's a dream match with him involved? Like, I don't know. It just know what you want. If you're gonna have Dante Martin be a star, treat him like a star last week.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree with that. And then he even took the pin in one of those matches too. So
yeah,
I don't love that.
Yeah, he took the pin in Brock Anderson's in the match. How do you do that? Oh man, it was so hard to see. But yeah, great match.
Yeah, of course it was a great match.
Great match. They go to commercial immediately, like
they
assholes.
do that. They do that,
like
though, which I think is a good call, honestly, because it's like if you're gonna go to break at the beginning rather than right before the ending. Like let everything build on. If you're gonna have to go to break at some point, go early rather than go late.
But honestly, this was the best picture-in-picture I've ever seen. I've never.
Sure.
This is the only picture-in-picture where I've actually like, oh, I got to watch this picture-in-picture.
Although, did you see any of the Jericho Santana picture-in-picture?
No, I just believe that Jericho is not going to work with the commercials.
No, he doesn't. You're right. Because all he did was he did like a robot shuffle in and out of the ring. It was very weird. You got to go back. It's very
Jericho
strange.
is very smart with the amount of energy he spends.
Yeah.
He's very
smart guy.
He's very thrifty with his energy.
Yeah.
He knows what to use it. And they knew it too. Like Dante and Phoenix, but they're just like, fuck it. We're just going to have the match. And they did throughout the entire thing. Great stuff. We got some big time moves. There's that flipping Russian leg sweep.
Yeah, that was cool.
That the Excalibur called it that. But I do believe Tony was right. And that was an inverted fly swatter.
An inverted fly swatter?
Yeah.
Who did the fly swatter?
No, not inverted fly swatter. Inverted
Spanish fly.
Yeah.
Inverted Spanish off the second rope, right?
Off the second rope. Yeah. That's what that was. I don't think it's a reverse flipping Russian leg sweep.
That sounds cooler though.
I guess.
A reverse flipping Russian leg sweep? A reverse flipping second rope Russian leg sweep. Whoa.
It was, but then we get a double flip off the top rope. That double, the cool
and they
double
land on
flip.
their feet. Yeah.
Land on the feet, and then they do the great transition into a pile driver, and Phoenix gets the pin. I wasn't mad that Phoenix got the pin.
Good job. Good match.
Yeah. And Phoenix hugs Dante at the end, which is sweet. And I like
sweet.
that.
Yeah.
I like when that stuff happens. It makes me feel very sweet.
Yeah.
Then we get Darby Allin in the back talking about
really funny, so funny. Because Darby's like, it's gonna be special.
And then Skig's like, yeah, real special.
Yes, he's like, yeah, Jeff, I know you're gonna bring it. No, Darby will. It's gonna be a special night.
Pretty good. Good night.
Darby, you think it's gonna be special? All right.
But this is. That's pretty good. That's a new one. I just found that because a lot of them are because it's SpongeBob soundboard and a lot of them are nonsense names. It's like Womp. That's what it said. Womp. I didn't know. Okay. But yeah, great match. Anything else to discuss about? Oh no, great match. Darby and Sting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's all right. It's good.
But now we're on to the next match, which is not next match. It's a next segment.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa comes out. And this started off very good.
Yeah.
I thought this started off very good. I thought this started off very good. Thunder Rosa comes out. She has a story to tell. She talks about her successes and failures. Successes first, just being the undisputed AEW Women's Champion, best wrestler in the company, like the backbone of the women's division AEW. And then she tells a little story about when she was a little kid, going to wrestling matches all around California, going up and down the road. And she'd do it for one wrestler. She's going out to see one wrestler. And that's when things kind of fell apart for me. Because she didn't bring her out in a way that was like impactful.
Yeah,
it's just like someone that, and then they just see Serena Deeb on the thing, and no one knows Deeb's music.
Right.
Unfortunately, no one knows Deeb's music. So it's not like a big pop with that. She should have been like, and that person was Serena Deeb. Yeah, Serena, can you come out? And then the crowd would have erupted because they like Serena Deeb, and then she would have come out, and that would have been a thing.
Yep.
She didn't make her feel special, and then when she came out, Deeb was a little off too.
I thought Deeb was good, but I didn't think Deeb and her had chemistry on the mic, and I don't think Rosa's not good with another person. Rosa's good by herself, but I don't think she's good with another person. And she does that thing where she's like always smiling. She doesn't take it seriously. Like it just doesn't work. that well.
He has to put down the damn mic when someone else is talking because she talks too.
Yeah,
she's responding back, and that's messing with like Deeb is good on the mic, but I don't think she's great. She's not CM Punk where you could talk back and he knows how to respond.
Deeb is she's like a paint by number. Like she knows what she's doing. Yeah,
strong fundamentals on the mic.
Yeah.
But it's just like you talking in the middle ruins her cadence, and she like lost her confidence there. And I feel like they both kind of lost their confidence when people weren't reacting to the things they were saying. This could have been really good, and I still think this is gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a great match. But I feel like the way to do this is have like when she's like, we're the backbone, and then Serena Deeb comes out and it starts off good. She's like, only the best. This is going to be the best women's division in the world. We want this to be. And she's like, but it needs the best champion. And I'm like, into this. Okay, let's go. And but have it be subtle. Like, we're friends, but I'm just confident I could beat you and confident that way. And then tell the story at the show. Yep. Having it switch like that, where she's like they're getting just real wrestly.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. Yeah. The intentions were good, but the delivery was a little lacking for sure.
It just got boring.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got S. It was
congratulations, S.
Congratulations, S. Here, or do you want to wait?
Victory screech.
Yeah, you happy, S? You made Red play that.
You happy, S? We got some comments here. Mose writes, this match got the crowd exhausted. Oh, back to Dante. Dante got a great push from Phoenix. It was a great time. Great time behind by all. Brooklyn Bleak says they should pair up Brock Anderson and Brian Pillman Jr. Name them Legacy or something, whatever. Thanks, Brooklyn Bleak. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna give you.
They should shave Brock's head, put him in little black bicycle shorts, and rename him Hardcore Holly.
Oh, come on! I was watching some Hardcore Holly, and Brock wishes.
Well, that's also true.
How proud Arn would be of his boy if he just kicked people in the nuts whenever he wanted.
Yeah.
Remember that ropes trick you did where you lifted your legs and just kicked you in the nuts?
Yeah.
Love that shit. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. But I was like, how's that loud? But then they're like, he's hitting him in the stomach. He rubs his belly. He's like, in the stomach.
Yeah.
But yeah. What were we saying? Oh, we have two things to talk about. Mose, the Rosa Deeb was good, but they couldn't land the plane.
Yeah.
That's
a good way to put it.
Good way to put it, Mose. Tony says she should have done this promo in a package video.
Yeah, but it's also good to give the women some live time.
Yeah, I want to see them do this
Build
live time.
It's a big deal.
Honestly, they should have just. Honestly, I think the feedback to give is Rosa. When someone's talking, stop talking back. When you talk back, it's throwing them off.
And
let them have their say. Really sure, that's fair. Chica Marks writes, I think they'll learn from this for next time. They will. Yeah. And Deeb learns from everything. Yeah. Deeb is a sponge that can't stop learning until she's taken over. So she's a professor. She teaches too. S says, I keep it real, guys. Love those two in the ring, but I'm not going to blow smoke about their mic skills. Sometimes we got to call it like it is, even if it's a bit uncomfortable.
S, keeping it real.
Kid. Oh,
some may say S is keeping it 100.
Oh, my God.
I need it.
Your realness, S. That's what
we need. Your realness. I'm doing these blind, so give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Thank you so much, us. We have to move on. We got John Silver in the back.
The Meat Man.
Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about the bracket. We're gonna see the Owen Hart quarterfinals. It's gonna start. Is it gonna start this Friday?
Next week.
Next week, and we're gonna get Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy, which is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Darby knows.
The only reason Jeff Hardy's in the tournament is to fight Darby Allin.
Honestly, it makes sense for this match, and I want this match. I do want this match,
Yep.
And I'm excited for Darby Allin because this is a pretty cool match for him. It's just great. It's just great. And then we're gonna have also CM Punk versus John Silver.
Yep.
It's not for the Owen Hart
just a match
tournament, just a match, and the Meat Man. The Meat Man, John Silver. He's like, are you ready for the Meat Man? What did he say? I wrote it down. Are you ready to dance with the Meat Man?
Love it.
Because he's got these sirloin steaks right here. And I'm excited for that match. It's not going to be a long match.
Could
Maybe.
be. Could be 12 to 13 minutes.
The classic AEW match, a short AEW match, you mean? Okay. Chico Marks writes, this episode is Mad Libs with sounds. It is. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to stop after this one. After this one right here.
Great.
This is a waste of time.
It's good SpongeBob music.
I'm going to get sued. We're going to get a cease and desist from
this is gonna not
Paramount.
make it on air.
Mose, is the Joker Cesaro?
Yes. That's my guess. I have no way of knowing that, but first thing that came to mind is like, that's obviously Claudio Castagnoli.
You have him win.
No. I think he beats Samoa Joe, but I think he
have him
probably loses in the finals. I don't know who's going to win this tournament. Really interesting. Dax.
You have Claudio win.
Yeah.
If Claudio's going to be in this tournament, why would they don't put him in. Don't put him in unless he's going to win it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
S says, great idea, Mose. If he wins it, don't put him in unless he's going to win it. Just put someone else in.
Maybe it's a guy from New Japan. I mean, who knows?
Maybe it's Enzo. But Big Cass in his corner.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't teach that. We got to keep going. We got the main event.
Yeah.
Main event of the night. Mercedes Martinez versus Deonna Purrazzo for the unified Ring of Honor heavy women's championship. And Mercedes Martinez won it at the first AEW owned or Tony Khan owned pay-per-view. And Deonna Purrazzo couldn't defend it back in April for some reason.
She was unavailable for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but she was unavailable.
But they're going to have this match to unify the two. No code of honor because Deonna Purrazzo doesn't want it.
Yeah, she's not into it.
Is it Deanna or Deonna?
Deonna Purrazzo.
Deanna?
Interesting
fact
about.
She's from Elmwood Park?
I was going to actually give you another interesting fact on top of that. She actually used to work with a friend of ours, mom. Old Andy Mac's mom and her used to be like preschool teachers or something like that together.
Does Andy Mac know her?
I don't know if Andy Mac's ever met her, but
every she recognized his last name.
Yeah, for sure. She'd recognize Fernensky.
I'm sure that we could all go grab a coffee together. Where does she live?
She's in Florida now. She's in Florida now. Yeah,
why isn't she in St. Louis?
I know.
Coming for you, certified hustler.
Yeah.
We have to keep going with this match. But it starts off very slow.
Yeah.
Excruciatingly slow. Because the crowd was dead at this point.
Yeah, they were tired.
They were tired. And I don't think this match got enough time.
No, I did like that it was the main event, but of course, like a women's match is the main event, but it's going to be rushed.
It's going to be 10 minutes. But for it being rushed, they didn't rush once.
Yeah, right.
Like, and that was a problem because like the thing is like they were building it up like it's going to be a 20, 30 minute match and they had 10. Yeah. And so like the first 5-7 minutes after the first commercial break, it was just nothing. Mm-hmm. It was just absolutely nothing of just very slow wrestling. And then it gets going a little bit later. It gets going after the commercial break for a bit. And then we get the ending, which is a drag. They she does the curb stomp deal. Then goes into one of those surfboards, gets on the knees, and then tries to go for the dragon sleeper. She tries to fight it off, but then just yanks it in there.
Yeah.
And it was a cool sequence. And we get Mercedes Martinez winning the championship.
Great.
Ain't that a thing?
That's great.
Ain't that a thing?
I wish Deonna Purrazzo was in AEW, but I'm glad that she got some time to be on television, and I look forward to seeing her again, probably in Impact.
Not going to lie. I wish Deonna Purrazzo won this match.
Yeah.
I like Mercedes Martinez, but honestly, Mercedes Martinez is step slow.
Mm-hmm.
A step too slow at the time. I'd love to see her versus Deeb.
Sure.
I'd love to see her versus Deeb. That seems like a real dream match for me. But seeing her versus Deonna, it just shows that she's not up to speed at the time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's it then.
It's going to be a time.
It's going to be a good time. Yeah. It's going to be a special time. Very special. Very special next week. Didn't we have fun?
We had fun.
We all have fun today.
Wow, great time.
What a time. We had fun with this new soundboard.
Well, we'll figure it out.
We're figuring it out. Oh, man. But thank you all so much for joining us. This is Loose Leagues Wrestling. We're here every Wednesday right after. You already know this.
Yeah.
But check out our podcast. Maybe you don't know about that. We have some big podcasts we're doing tomorrow. We're going to be recording the history of the hardcore title.
Yeah.
A retrospective on the hardcore
A deep
title.
dive. 10. We're watching 10 WWF hardcore title matches, and boy, oh boy, I'm more than halfway through, and I love every single match. I'm having a great time.
Very significant matches in the hardcore lineage.
Yes,
Very
absolutely.
significant.
Absolutely.
And we'd love to hear, give us some thoughts on what other things we should do deep dives on.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas for it. We'll talk about after the show.
I'm excited.
But thank you all so much for joining us. Wow, what fun we had.
2 hours later.
It was actually an hour and 15 minutes, but you get the idea.
It's close.
Thank you all so much for joining us. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with Roy Hammer. Please follow us on all the things and have a great night. Bye.
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 Olay!